Alrighty, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Just wanted to just got an email. Well, not really an email. I got a message today from a buddy of mine, Mr. Shondale, who told me to give this plane high praise, and I quote, because he knows my favorite aircraft is the PC-21, and he said, and I quote, to please take a look at the Tiger Moth for the best bang for the buck. He says that it has pipped the PC-21 in his opinion for his favorite. So I gotta figure it out. Gotta put his money where his mouth is. So if he said it's better, I got a feeling it's good. If not better, but we're gonna give it a shot. And I decided to go ahead and purchase it. Jump in. Let's see what kind of a mess we can make. All in all, it looks like it's well put together. I did read a little up on this a little bit that the guy who actually designed and built this for, I think, FSX, and he has updated it. The engine noises and stuff actually came from a real Tiger Moth, the Havilland Tiger Moth. Thanks to some people who let him go photograph their airplane, take sound recordings, you name it. So, but he said it's the best bang for the buck. It's better than my beloved PC-21. I think that's a fuel gauge is up there. Not that you can see it from down here, but okay, I think he got one he can see from there. I have to fly from the back. I don't know. Let's see what we got in here. Old style compass. Love it. We have just an altimeter compass, temperature gauge, slip and turn. My RPM gauge is just a little bit whacked. Yeah, we can straighten it back up. I'm not quite sure why it was whacked, but maybe how it mounts in the original. We can change this. Different types. Oh, look at that. You can go old steampunk on it. Awesome. Alright. They did a hell of a job with this thing. Oh, you can change the altimeter type. Old school, new school. Oh, man. Oh, height gauge. Yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll go with old school. Make them all look. Yeah, that's cool. Got flaps. There's supposed to be a GPS and a. Yeah. A tablet. I want to put that away though. Now, how the hell do I do that? Because I don't want to fly with that on here. Go away. Damn it. Maybe I got to click back down there. Oh, there's tablet too. Okay, so this is tablet. This apparently the brakes do work in this, even though the original one had no brakes. So when we land, I'm going to try not using the brakes. And they said that if you put on the emergency brake, it puts the wheel chocks out. So that's cute. They say the brakes do work in this. You can also do different variations with the tail skid or the tail wheel. By the looks of size of that rudder, I think it doesn't matter much whether it's got the wheel or the skid. It's going to have plenty of authority. When I land, like I said, I'm going to try using no brakes to see how we do. See how long it takes to stop. In the meantime, I'm just going to pop some music on here real quick and we'll get this bird in the air and see how bad we do. Alright, let's see. This is probably one of those ones that might be better off to fly in VR, because where you can see. Oh, you can open close the door. It doesn't matter. You can supposedly change the screen to clear or dirty. But let's give this old girl some juice and see what happens. Of course, I have no idea where red line is on that. I didn't read it. Tails up. Yeah, I got a lot of authority once the tail's in the air. I don't even know if I used flaps. I don't believe I did. Hey, it looks like there's a couple people flying around my backyard here. Put the brakes on when you're in the air. Try to put the blocks them. What is the red line on this bird? I don't think it matters much because it can't get up there. Whoa! Red line is, no, it can't be 6,000 RPMs. That'd be nuts. All right, we're on the wrong side of Cobble Hill here. We got to get out over the lake. See how we do here. Somebody here in my backyard, Flamingo Flyer. And the Canadian Airlines, I'm pretty sure they're flying out of Montreal in their direction. On a clear day with no humidity, you can see the tall mountains in Montreal from the top of Whiteface Mountain here. See what else we got here. There's the throttle. There's the mixture. The trim. Big trim knob. That's it. Real simple. Not a heck of a lot going on there as far as... Oh! There's a good taxiing view. That's handy. Oh, it's an old biplane, but I don't know how well it's gonna do a barrel roll. Not well. Not well at all. This was built before they were supposed to roll them over. It wasn't happy about that. Yeah, 60 knot airspeed. I don't know if it's better than the PC-21, but it's definitely going to compete with the, oh dear Lord, now my brain just quit. The Stearman. It's definitely going to compete in the Stearman on my list of planes. So far, it flies well. Very typical old biplane. Does not want to go upside down. In a roll. It may work well on a loop. We'll check that later. Seems to be gaining altitude pretty good. I think we'll get up over the top of Whiteface with no problem. I know these probably aren't the greatest stress tests for aircraft in the world, but it's a pretty decent path. I'll stick to it so we kind of get a feel for each one of them. Well, these really aren't reviews as much as they are just me trying to figure out how to fly them the first time around. I'm a gamer. Meme Lord. There's a few people around Northeast tonight. Looks like it did a great job on the model of the plane. Very happy with that. Trying to get it trimmed out, yo-yoing pretty good. But it is that old. I'm sure with the notebook, I didn't see that, but it does have a GPS. So I'm sure with the tablet, if you click on that, there's probably some sort of rudimentary, what do I want to say, rudimentary autopilot. Hey, there's Reaper. Feel the Reaper's up and about. He must have spawned in over there at either Burlington or Plattsburgh. They're getting to Oh yeah, it climbs at a fairly decent rate of climb. I mean, real comfortable at 500-600 feet a minute. Anything more than that, probably too much for an old bird like this anyways. Getting excited for Canada tomorrow. Or at least I hope it drops tomorrow. I heard it was going to drop today, but then I heard tomorrow. But usually they drop on Thursday, so that's probably better off that it drop tomorrow, and I'm not going to be here to get it uploaded until I get back later in the evening, so hopefully I can get it done and uploaded before I stream tomorrow night. We will see. Not the fastest bird in the world. We're doing a steady 50 miles an hour. Yeah, I love this. It's good plane. It is. It's very clean lines. I like it. It looks very nice. It flies very nice. It's responsive. It's not super sluggish for as old as it is, but it's not snapping around like a fighter jet, which is what you would expect from an older aircraft. Got great vertical. Great rudder authority with that giant rudder sticking back there. Probably make a mess with it. Easy enough. See how we do in a dive. Watch the knots, because I'm sure this thing really doesn't want to go much over. It doesn't have, I don't have the limitations up. I didn't read them. I probably should have. So I'd know where my red lines are on the everything, but I didn't. Now, why RTFM now? Do it first, and if things don't work out, then read the manual. I think because this bird's going so slow, might not take it. Yeah, we'll still swing above my house. What the hell? It doesn't add that much to it. But I may not drop all the altitude. So I got enough altitude to do the stall test, which has been kind of depressing. The last couple of planes don't want to stall. The 414 didn't want to stall. The Hawk didn't want to stall. So hopefully this bird will stall right out on us. Give us a little thrill as we try to recover it. Big town of Wilmington, New York. Downtown Wilmington, New York. Yeah, it's going to take a long time to get there, so I'm going to go right ahead. We're going to take a peek at the tablet while we're flying. Why not? I don't normally do this, I just fly them, but let's see what we have for options on the tablet if I don't crash trying to do it. You can do a pilot, passenger, GPS, pilot door, co-pilot door, the vintage, airspeeds. Hello, Mr. Genius James. How are you tonight? Rear altimeter. Oh, you can change it front to rear too. And the windshield, you make it dirty or clean. Oh, okay. Persistent oil and fuel. You can set it so. I'm doing well, thank you. I just bought a new airplane and I'm taking it out for the first time. Front mouse zones, rolling resistance. Engine realism, easy. We don't want hard. I want easy. I want somewhere in the middle. I'll put it on hard another day. What else we got? Exterior preferences. Holy crap. Hey, Action Plies, how are you doing? just got a new bird and I'm taking it up for a flight. Nothing super exciting, just first time out with this. Engine start, setup, checklist. Does have an autopilot, I thought so. Heading, vertical speed, okay. And radio's good. Nice. Get rid of that. Go back to flying this bird. Might see if I'm able to see you on the map. I'll join you. Yeah, WK or WL. No, KLKP. Sorry, I'm taking my airport. I just left. I'm somewhere between KLKP and Plattsburgh International. Yeah, somebody hit me up with a message and told me this is the latest best bang for your buck aircraft. And he said it's better than the PC-21. I don't know if it's better than the PC-21 to me, but it is a great little aircraft. So far, anyways. And it's really well designed. It's, I don't know, it's like 20 bucks. So it's, you know, it's not expensive. You know, it's one of the less than $20 aircraft, which is what I look for, mostly. Things keep the things kind of affordable. Hey, I like planes. How's it going, man? Just picked up the Ants Airplanes Tiger Moth for Just Flight on a recommendation. It's a lot of fun. Taking her out for the first flight and try not to embarrass myself. Well, this thing's going pretty slow, and I've still got to make another loop, a landing, another loop. I'd say probably 40, 45 minutes-ish. I'm not even in my house yet. This thing's not a speed demon by any means. I managed to get up to 93 knots here. I'm really screaming along now. That might be enough time for the Microsoft loading simulator to get it ready to go. Yeah, look, if you're going to get logged in, we'll take and do a loop out into Vermont or something if you want to chill for a little bit, see how this bird does. Make it worth the while so you're not logging in for 2 minutes, you know. I'm always willing to push the stream out a little bit and fly a little longer. I got nothing else to do tonight. Got 5 hours of driving to do tomorrow, but yeah, it's all good. Check out the island in front of my house. Which is funny because it's all along in front of my house, but my neighbor actually owns the island. And I own way the hell down to here. Like down in here somewhere. I'm actually trying to figure out next week's flight. And I got to figure out something I can do with the 414 on Thursday. And I'm not sure what. I have an idea. They're going to take the 414 and take the fly down Guyana along the river. See how that does for that type of flight. And I don't know. Usually I'm a week or two ahead on these things. This week I'm behind. And it figures this is like a crazy busy week. There's a Reaper over there. Oh, I see Steve Riggs right there above us. Welcome, welcome. There's Mr. Genius James. He's in too. Awesome. Do I need to switch tanks by any means? Where's my fuel? Oh, it looks like I got fuel up there. thing does not have big fuel tanks. We got a few people in. We got James is in, Steve Riggs is in. I see Reaper over there. I'm going to start gaining some altitude, so I got 2,000 or 3,000 feet underneath me to. So far, I've had it this almost 90 something in the dive. But flat out, I've been doing 55, 56 in the climb. About 70 running pretty level, and that's pushing it. It's got a fixed prop. I can gain a little bit by leaning it out, but not much. It's a pretty basic aircraft. It's got mixture and a throttle. That's about it. A little bit of trim you can do to trim it out. Well, it's definitely not fast. Oh, that's the DA twin. Yep. Really? Where's Riggs go? Oh, these people sneak up on me. There he is, down there. Oh, I gotta watch it. I'm gonna stall this bird. Which is funny because I'm trying to get altitude to get out over the flats there and actually stall it. USA West server, and check if you want an airport. There's the closest one probably now is Plattsburgh, but there's no, you don't want that little one. You want this one. Oh, come on, too many planes on it. KPBG. Kilo Paul Bravo. What the hell's G? Grim? And that's right here where I'm at. That's where I'm heading. Yeah, but I get them all wrong anyways. That's okay. Worst thing is, I used to know them, and for the life of me, I can't remember them all. Used to have them all memorized because I had to use them for flight school. Hello, somebody's close. That's pretty good getting that thing to go that slow, James. How can you keep it from hitting the ground? I don't know. I never remember. Alpha, Beta, no, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Echo. I used to know them all, but now I don't. He almost fell a couple times. Trying to go this slow, yeah. There he is. I see him in here now. Screaming by the other way. Alright, what do we got? We got 4,000 feet of air. Oh, 3,000 some odd feet of air underneath us. Make sure we're not over the hills, because that always makes the ground a lot closer. Usually do it over there. Alright, let's see what this bird will do. Get my feet on the rudder pedals. Chop the throttle. Alright, we've lost authority. It's rattling. It's buffeting. Oh, nose is going to go down. No, not much of a stall. Oh, these big old wings. I'm not surprised. It could fly so slow. Alright, we're going to try a vertical stall and see if I can't get a spin out of this thing. There we go. That's a little better. That was a little better. I don't know if I can get a loop out of it or not. Let me get some speed back up. We got 70 knots. Let's go over the top and see what she'll do. Oh, the loop, nice. It won't roll worth a darn. Doesn't like the barrel roll at all. You gotta fight to roll it. Oh no, she's gonna stall. Now, it doesn't have a pressurized fuel tank, I don't think. It did not like being upside down. Too funny. Suppose I could look on that. I'll stall at 40 knots, climb at 58, cruise at 75. Max speed 139. Okay. Can't smoke in it. All right. Makes sense. Maximum reversible not more than 3 minutes. Normal full RPM is 2100. Okay. So I'm actually pushing the engine too hard. Right there. Okay. Now I know where my red lines are. And for takeoff, you can punch it for 2350. Okay. Warning, persons flying in this aircraft at their own risk. This aircraft has been designed for special operations and is not operated to the same safety standards as normal commercial passenger flight. I love that saying. Oh, you're coming in too, Icarus? Alright, well I'm going to do my first landing. And by the time you get in there, we'll be ready to take a little trip around the lake. We got a few people flying. We got James is here. I see Reaper's over on the airport. Back on the airport, we got Steve Rings, and we got I'm a Gamer in here too. Plattsburgh, it's the closest. I think we just read it out. I forgot it already. KPBG. Kilo Papa Bravo Grim. We got a nice little group flying here. Oh hell yeah! I'll do a landing and then I'll go for a little scenic flight over in Vermont. Yeah, everybody's swarming here. Look at the old barnstorming days. I gotta blame Mr. Sean Dale for this aircraft because he said it was better than the PC-21. And them's fighting words. It is very well done, though. I will say that. It is incredibly well done. Now, the landing, I got to remember to keep my feet off the brakes. While the brakes do work in the sim, they said it does work by default, that the real one had no brakes. So we'll try our landing just the way it does in the real world. I got it from Just Flight. It was less than 20 bucks. It was 14 or 15 or 16. I don't know. It was less than 20 bucks. You know, and to me, them's fighting words. You're saying something's better than my PC-21. It is responsive, though. Hello, William Kelly. How are you? How do you like the Tiger Moth so far? Is it worth it? Different enough from other biplanes. Flying it so far, I like it better than the Stearman, as far as just flying it. And it's got a few options the Stearman doesn't have. Like it, I mean, there's silly options, but when you're parked, it puts out the chocks. Little things like that. And you can switch the gauges over to all classic gauges or more modern gauges by clicking on them. You can do things like that. You can change all 3 of the major gauges. A very, very well designed aircraft. It's the engines were filmed from real Tiger Moth, and it has a few modern conveniences. You know, it has the tablet with the autopilot stuff. I haven't got there yet. I started on the runway. it took off fairly straight, and it's got the Garmin GPS, you know, add-on. So it's got a couple of modern things snuck in there. Oh, I want the, there we go. But I like the gauge aspect of it. Being able to switch to the old or the more modern. It doesn't roll. It does not like to be upside down. Yeah, it's got the autopilot. And it's got a ton of ground features with the tablet too. Like you can change the pilot, you can change the doors, you can change a million things with that tablet. So far, I mean, for my first flight, it's really seems to be what together. I do like it better than the Stearman. I like the sound of the Stearman's rotary better, but just little things like the gauges and it's just accented really well. And apparently the guy who did this was originally for X-Plane, and he got together with some people that actually have a Tiger Moth, and they let him go through the aircraft and let him record it and all that stuff. So it definitely did a good job. As far as flying, it's solid. I mean, it's really solid. It does not like to go upside down. It will roll. If you go upside down, the engine cuts out, just like a real one would that doesn't have a pressurized fuel tank. So all in all, there's your got a fuel gauge right there. It's almost empty. It's only got a tiny tank. I see everybody else beat me to the runway, which is totally not, except for Steve Rings is hanging in there. All right, let's see. It's got flaps. They're either on or off. There's Reaper. Looks like we got a regular general aviation going out. It's got flaps, but they're not working. Not on my flap sliver anyways. Where's the flap handle? Oh, Jesus, what did I do? Where's the flap handle in here? Okay, I couldn't. Oh, how the hell did I mess that all up? Now it's all going the wrong way. I broke something. Now it's going the right way. Okay. I got flaps. The flaps don't work off my flaps button. That's interesting. I don't really see them on the plane either. Maybe there's max speed. There might be. There might very well be. But it also just might be something happened to my button. Yeah, because I can't put them up. Nope, no, they go. Oh! Wait a minute. I may have been flying this entire time with the flaps down. That may have been the issue. That's up. That's down. I was flying this entire time with my flaps down. And this plane actually has no brakes in real life, so I'm going to try to land it without brakes. They said it does have brakes in the sim. They will work. But the real one had no brakes. You just had to wing it. Oh, Icarus brought in the Stearman. Awesome. Oh, she's rock solid for as far as landing and flying. This thing makes me look good landing. No brakes. I try to stop with no brakes. Yeah, well, you were gonna get a big old twin engine. Of course, you're the first one there. And we got stopped without brakes. Well, not entirely stopped yet. You're supposed to shut the engine off to get it to stop. I'm not going to need to go around to get... Whoop. Another little thing that's kind of cool. If you put your parking brake on, I just think this is silly, but it puts the wheel chocks out for you. Uh-oh. There it is. There's the steerman. All right, I got to shut my flaps off. There. If you can't land at this runway, you got problems. Because this is one of the large. This is actually the largest runway in the northeastern United States. So you got plenty of room for mistakes. That's why a lot of aircraft companies have been using this for testing their aircraft lately. I would say in the last 10 years since the airbase went away 20 some years ago. All right, on that note, I'm going to head back in the air, go over to Vermont, check out the mountains over there, or at least the Burlington, and see how well it does with the oh, I got to take my brakes off. I'll try to take off from behind it. Tail's up. Tail comes up really quickly. The plane comes up really quickly. I gotta remember, 2100 is the max for the RPM, 23 when takeoff. See how much better it does without the flaps on. Can't believe I was flying with the flaps on. James, are you taking off on the taxiway? Or the parking ramp? I can hear that steerman. Look at that. That's an awesome shot. And I couldn't get... I'll have to grab a screen grab of that later. You do know that your new Warbird weekends we can use these, right? Icarus. All right, let's turn and head over to Vermont. Let's go check out the city of Burlington. Oh, all the cars just popped in. Where the hell? Oh, somewhere over here. One of these buildings right here. Let's see if that's the main FBO. You okay over there? I like planes. Did you crash in on the end of the runway? It's one of these right here with the trains. They build trains. That one right there is one of the things. They build subway trains. They actually have a subway track with a third rail and everything on it right here. And they also built the Excella here. And that's the US's high-speed bullet train was built right down there. But they build subway trains for all over the country. Bombardier. Of course, back in the day when they made snowmobiles, it was Bombardier. But now that they make jets and trains, it's Bombardier. Clinton Community College is right below us. That's what that is. Or Valcour Island. Well, this plane flies so easy, it makes me look good. Which is saying a lot. It takes a lot to make me look good flying a plane. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, but Mr. Icarus here is going to be doing some flights coming up. I believe it's like 7 o'clock Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken. is you're going to be doing Warbird weekends. Saturday and Sunday evenings, or afternoon, evening time for him. You're going to be flying Warbirds. So if you like flying Warbirds and like flying old Warbirds, or just want to fly along, check his site out. I can guarantee you that any chance I can get, I will be there. As Icarus is always flying along with me, and I'm going to make sure I fly along with him. Go for it, dude. Nothing stopping. Look at the angle of attack. What are you flying? To go that slow with such a huge angle of attack. Oh my god. But go ahead, James. Jump in. Jump in and fight her. We don't care. It's all good. You gotta be close with that piston. There you are, and who could hear you? That's a little close. A good print screen. There, throw that right in general. Oh, that sounds so. The only problem is the rotary in that Stearman sounds so much better than this. And you're right in my left ear. Yeah, this bird, if you try to do rolls, it doesn't like it at all. I mean, maybe it's because I had the flaps on though. Now the flaps are off, let me try a roll. Oh no, she does not like to roll. And the engine stalls. Oh boy. Yeah, no. Rolls are not a thing with this bird. That was bad. It does not have a pressurized fuel tank and stalls. And you can't pull 1G with it, so it keeps the fuel in it. So, yeah, no. Yeah, fuel literally doesn't get to the engine, it craps out. Speaking of that, I didn't give myself any fuel when we stopped. Oh yeah, you have to fill your oil tank too. It actually burns oil. The engine, like the original, had an oil burn. They would burn oil right in the engines to keep it lubricated. So that's a thing. The pistons, those straight vertical exhaust pipes. Man, it takes a long time to get across this lake when you're in a plane that only does 77 knots. It is flying better without the things on, without the flaps on, but not a hell of a lot of difference. And back it back down 2100. I don't have the climb that you do. I think it's great that they actually modeled in the fact that the engine quits or doesn't get enough fuel. And you got to be right on top of me again. Yep. God damn, that Stearman's loud right in my ears. And I think it's pretty cool that the little fuel gauge works too. I just filled it up and it's back up to full. I love the fact that that works. Just silly things like that. You know what? Did I not turn the compass on? What am I missing? I didn't do something right with the compass. I don't know. I didn't. It's not pointing north. I know that's east. Grim coin. No, no. Oh, shit. Now you're going to ask me. I didn't fix it yet, but there is a thing that tells you, and I forgot what it was. Damn it. Oh, I got to make a note. We got to make a note. Got to make a note right now. If I crash into the ocean or the lake, it's all your fault. As soon as I'm done, I will fix this. I will fix it. As soon as I'm done flying, I will absolutely fix it. Give me a break. I'm old and forgetful. Right? And that's what I'm going with. I'm sticking with that. Go down and check out downtown Burlington. It says not to exceed 132. Right? Is that what it told me, not to exceed 140-ish? Oh, I just read that. Ah, 139, yeah. Why are these backwards? There, James is in a fighter now. Uh-oh. Whoa. Well, that was new. That was new. Well, my graphics driver encountered a problem and closed. Well, that was new. I've yet to ever have that happen before. Well, I'm going to come back in and fly around for a little bit, but I'm not going to put you through the pressure of having me totally restart the sim just to turn around and land again. But if you want to meet up in-game, I'm going to jump back in the aircraft. I'll start at Burlington International Airport. And we can do some little bit more flying around. If you want, I don't think I'm going to leave the stream up while I'm loading up. It was just a bad thing. Unless anybody wants to stick around. If you want to stick around, I'll leave it loading. I don't care. I'll just load it. It's still running. If anybody wants to stay flying, we'll stay flying. I'm just going to take off to Burlington as soon as it loads back up. That was new. I've never had that screen pop up with a graphics error. If anybody else has, it'd be interesting to know. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Good old Microsoft Crash to Desktop Simulator. So all in all, I'd say it's definitely worth the money. I don't think it's going to knock my PC-21 off the top of my list, but it may make the list of top 5. Sorry, Mr. Shondale. I know it's your bird, but it's not mine. I still like PC-21 better, but it is good. It is a nice plane. I'll get to watch my computer do its load simulator. So you should put on some crazy music. Piss people off. Now, what do we got? I could put on just straight Tom MacDonald. No, everybody would get mad at that. Maybe we'll go for the horror movie. Horror music. I always have a good time with that horror movie. It's Halloween. I just gotta find it. Well, for crying out loud, where'd it go? There it is. While we're loading up. Perfect month for it, October. Well, thanks 6 of you for actually waiting for it to reload. Appreciate it. I'll watch little corner Microsoft Loading Simulator. Well, let's hopefully get the bugs shaken out of this. And sometime This weekend there'll probably be another pop-up stream. Simulating an emergency, waiting for my return in a farm field. All right, sounds good. Sometime once Canada's loaded up, I'm going to refly that old boat around Montreal just so we can compare the two. Near Cub Cove. All right. Yep, we're up. It doesn't take forever, anyways. No, we don't want midnight. St. Albans, Plattsburgh, Burlington. Where are you? It's Colchester. There's Winooski. What do we got for liveries? Anything cool? No. I'll stick to the one I'm in. All solid state machine, actually. I have no moving parts. The only moving parts in the whole machine are fans. Everything else, the drive solid state. All high-speed solid state drives. Yeah, it is what it is. It's one of the reasons why it's not even one of the top of the line now compared to what they were, but it is faster than a lot of the top of the lines that are there now. So I'm not going to complain. All right. We don't have brake story about, do we? Are the chocks on? No. Okay. All right. Well, thanks all 6 of you for sticking around. Well, 5 of you. 1 and 6 watching is me. Yeah, I don't have the most number of hours in my own sim. That's depressing. Let's get back in the air. This thing. Let's try this side view. Oh, where's that side view? There it is. Oh, a lot of little things like that make me happy. Oh, no. No. Oh, that hit me for a second. Oh, my God. That took a second. Yeah, we get shorted to grind. Yeah, let's get that whole demonetized thing out of the way up front. Yeah, if I ever get monetized before it even gets started. Right. This right here is an F-35 base, right here on this side of the airport. It's a National Guard F-35 base, and it has the first National Guard female pilot. Just got stationed there. I have no idea what the hell's over here. That weird looking round thing, probably a UFO. Nope, no idea what that is. I heard a jet. Now let's try to get down and check out Burlington downtown, see what it looks like. Mr. James looks like he came up short over the runway and is sitting in town down there. Or maybe not. Maybe he's in front of that hangar. Groin. Oh, dear Lord. He stalled and crashed into the building. Hit Y on your keyboard. One of those new solar farms where they cut down all the trees to put them in. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I got a nice forest here that's cleaning carbon out of the environment. Let's cut it all down so we can put in solar panels to try to offset some carbon. Yeah, okay. I'll pretend to understand their logic someday. I'm all for solar panels, but why don't you stick them in the desert where you don't have to cut down green carbon scrubbing trees. That also not like scrub carbon, but give us oxygen. No, let's just cut those down. This is UVM hospital. The hospital's now bigger than the college, considerably. It's a big college, but the hospital's bigger. There used to be a really beautiful college down here on the lake, right over here. University, what the heck was it called? Burlington College, I believe it was. Right on the lake, on the water. But they went bankrupt. Seems that Bernie Sanders' wife ran it and ran it right into the ground, bankrupted the college. No, not that I know of. It should, for the amount of oil it burns. It's got the actual offsets for the compass. No, I don't have smoke. As a matter of fact, smoking's prohibited. Oh, where'd it go? Put it back. I like that little tag. That's funny. Oh shit, you can do that while it's flying. Okay. Yeah, that's just called watch Goblin play with shit while he's supposed to be flying. There's Mr. Icarus over there. You know what? There's a racetrack near Plattsburgh. I don't see if it's there. So it's a short track oval, like short track Saturday night style racetrack. We'll see if we can find it real quick before we land. The Airborne Park Speedway. Spent many nights there. The younger years. Many Saturday nights going airborne. There's Genius James over the top. Like I Like Planes is still over there, chilling. This is a pretty good aircraft. I just want to wonder how it does in the any kind of winds. Does a Stearman have smoke? I don't remember. There's a ferry that crosses over here from Plattsburgh to Grand Isle that I take to get over to Burlington, because if you don't, it's only 15 miles from my house, but it's like a 2.5 hour drive around. This is the 7th largest lake in the United States. Freshwater lake, excuse me. No. 7th largest body of water in the United States. It's got 5 Great Lakes, Great Salt Lake, and then Lake Champlain. So it's the 7th. Hear a jet screaming in. Oh, you're on a walk? Probably not a hell lot longer. I think I'm going to go swing around, check out the local racetrack, see if we can find it, and then spin back around, do a landing, and then call it a night. And I got a long day tomorrow. I got a 5-hour drive tomorrow. And I got to get some stuff done before we get there, before I go to bed tonight. This wasn't even supposed to be that long of a stream. I wasn't even supposed to be streaming, but Mr. Sean Dale sent me that message, and I was like, all right, fine. I'll buy it. I'll bite. Them's fighting words. So. Really cool hiking trails behind your house, really relaxing. Yeah, I live right on a river. I got about 700 foot of riverfront here, and I go walk down it every day. You got to be able to type that all that while you were looking up. Hey, so it goes, man. I go camping in a spot. I should drag everybody that's addicted their phone to this camping spot where I go. There is no. Yeah, I take Stinky and Maddie both. We go down to the river every day. But I go to a camping spot a couple times a year where there's no cell service. It's in the middle of freaking nowhere. It's beautiful. There's just lakes and rivers and mountains and trees and not a lot of people and no cell service. I just go up there and unplug. I'm supposed to be going like in 2 weeks for 4 days. I love going when it's cold weather camping. Something I enjoy because there's no bugs. You always get a good hot fire going. Just sit back and relax. I don't like the snow. I hate the snow, but I like the cold weather camping. I really do. It just makes life a lot easier with nobody. Well, a lot less people come out and no bugs come out. September. Yeah, I like late September, early October for camping. Of course, I've camped in the snow. Yeah, out in western South Dakota. Yeah, it sure gets cold there too, like it does here. Probably more so. Get those 20 below weather days. 20 below zero, hate those days. I don't get them much down here. I used to get them, I lived up in the mountains farther all the time. But down here, I'm only about 666 feet above sea level at my house. Yeah, fitting for last name of Grimm, huh? 666 feet up. Yeah, that's what I mean. You try to convince people like, oh my God, it's so hot in Florida. It's like, the entire time I lived in Florida, it never got above 96 degrees in 5 years. But I've seen it 108 here, 109. And the humidity's just as high up here in the forest. It's like, ugh. I've also seen it 40 below. It snowed here, what, 6 days ago? Not enough to say so, but it spit snow 6 days ago. And yet I've also had a picnic outdoors around Christmas time. Here's one of the least predictable weathers in the U.S. They always say up here, if you don't like it, wait 10 minutes, it'll change. Yep, secret spot. You know, I'd never seen that until this. All my years living up here, I've never seen that until the sim came out. And I've probably driven by it 100 frickin' times. Well, this thing's going flat out at 81 knots here. I think I'm a gamer should be out towards the airport or the racetrack. Yeah, madness stuff. You're in the wrong jet for this base. Jeans, this used to be an Air Force base, so you need the F-111s flew here all the time. F-111s, B-29s, oh hell was the other one? Welcome to South Dakota, as they say. Everything seems one way. I'm going to make a loop out to find Airborne Park, and then I'm moving down to land. Plus, I'm almost out of anything to drink. And that's not good. You know, one swallow left. Let's see, if that's the airport, then that racetrack should be damn near right in front of us. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But this was an air base. It was also an emergency landing strip for the shuttle in case everything was socked in and they had to come down. They could come down here in the northern hemisphere. They had to have something available, and this is one of them. Oh, there's our airborne right dead in front of me. I was like, it's got to be right there, and there it is. And I heard that. Hey, Chris, upside down. Did your engine cut out? Sounds like your engine cut out. No, you can fly upside down. This one can't. Go down and buzz the short track. These right here were old ammo bunkers and nuclear bunkers. They had underground nuclear bunkers for storage. In case anyone's interested. You lost some RPMs inverted. This is big old Airborne Park Speedway, short track Saturday night. They unfortunately made it dirt, and I haven't been back since. I went once when it was dirt. And they just put the dirt over the blacktop, and you just wasn't, the stands weren't built for dirt, so they're right on the trackside, so all you do is get dirty, you get a mess. It's really not that much fun anymore. That's it. Airborne Park Speedway. Yeah, she got some pretty good characteristics. Can you imagine dogfighting in these things? Like the old Sopwith camels and the triplanes. Could you imagine trying to do that in real life? That had to have been crazy. Oh, look, I got a dude in front of me. I forgot to turn him off. Whoa! Here on a jet. God, this thing can go so slow and still stay in the air. I think this thing goes slower than the hang glider one. The 917. This thing just goes so slow. It's like after flying the, whoa, canards all the time. I know, it's already Wednesday, huh? Crazy. Oh, it goes by faster and faster the older you get, trust me. Landing at Plattsburgh Air Force Base, the same one. Oh, it's not. It's Plattsburgh International Airport now. Some flaps on. I'm landing way long, even as slow as I am. Gonna miss the turn. Ooh, little rudder. Little rudder, not a lot of rudder, just a little. Oh, one bounce. Not too bad. 2 bounces. Don't count the second one. Oh, I just took back off again. Yep, trying to pull back so I could hit the brakes. I took off again. This thing is so slow. It'll fly so slowly. This is nuts. I'm trying to not. Yep, I just took off again. Damn it. Alright. We're going to cheat and cut across the grass. Whoa! We're going to cut across the grass to the parking spot. I think we landed right where your plane is still parked. Hey, Reaper switched to a biplane. I didn't realize that. You just jumped into the steerman. There's also a model of this with the tail wheel on. Look at that. The old biplane's all lined up. You guys perfect right down the runway. Me cutting across the grass like a hood. Hoodlum. Which is just about right. Oh, let's see how poorly I line up. Make everybody else look good. Like how badly I'll do. No, you can't. That one's, whoops. Somebody had a bad day. Oh. Now turn, you beast. Come on. I gotta find that switch. No. Alright. See if I can get up and get a shot of everybody here. Ah, damn it. I gotta get a wired controller for this. They had a bad day. Oh, I didn't get a screenshot in time. All right, there we go. I gotta grab a screenshot before we go. Thanks everybody for coming out. I really appreciate it. These are just short pop-up streams of my first flight. This one turned into quite a fun, long flight. Appreciate y'all for stopping out. Till next time, take care of each other. Stream tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll be back in time. And then on the weekend, we're going to have some flying with Icarus. So thanks everybody for flying along. Really appreciate it. A lot of fun.